Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 5 of my Skyblock series. I am Son of Alistair, and today, as you can see behind me, we are going ahead and set up our passive farm, so that way we can get some cows and stuff like that to farm, so we can get some meat as well as leather and some other resources like feathers and stuff like that. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and fill all of this stuff in with dirt. Then I'm also going to need to build a pathway of dirt from our grass over there all the way over to this, so that way it'll spread. That will take some while. That will take a while, but while we're getting all of that set up and we're waiting for everything to spread over, I do plan on building onto this a little bit, trying to make it look a little bit nicer because what we've got so far has been pretty basic, so I want to try to get a little area set up to where it looks good, so that way I can start building off of that and getting rid of that as we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and get all of this filled in, and then whenever I come back, we'll go ahead and get the path block set from the grass to spread over here. Then we'll figure out what we're gonna do next. I would like to try to at some point maybe build another circle off of this. Maybe off of the other side or something like that, and maybe just start making a couple little domes. And I also do plan to do some terraforming and stuff like that a little later in the season. Right now, I know that we've just been pretty much doing introductory stuff, like, making the mob farm, tree farm, basic stuff, setting up the nether and stuff like that. But after we get all of this stuff set up and we have like a renewable spawn on pretty much all the resources that we're going to need, I do plan on terraforming quite a bit. I would like to build like a makeshift cave base on this. I have done it once on a skyblock before and it turned out really nice, so I would like to try to do something like that again, some type of like giant hobbit hole slash mountain base. So we'll get all of that set up. I do also have some additional plans to maybe set up like a giant waterfall fishing area, that's maybe like a floating island or something like that. But yeah, I have plenty of ideas. We'll just have to see which ones make it out and which ones are, a little bit too much for us to handle. But yeah, I'll go ahead and get started on this. I'll be right back with you guys, and then we'll see what it's looking like. Okay, guys, just to give you a little update, we got about half of the dirt placed in so far. I am going to have to need to farm up some more dirt, but I figured while we were waiting on the dirt and stuff like that while I was farming, we could go ahead and set up this path block here. As you can see, it's already got a grass block at the end. I don't know if you could see it very clearly on your guys' screen or not, but we do have it already starting to spread. So I assume in about an hour or so of my playtime, I should be able to get that at least spread to that spot right there, maybe a little bit longer. But like I said, in meantime, I'm going to need to farm up some more dirt, so that way we can finish this off. So I'm going to go ahead and start killing some more things over at the farm. Getting as much gravel as possible just to be able to finish all of this off, and then I will be back with you guys once we got it finished, and we'll see what we can do to try to get it looking a little bit better. So bear with me a few moments and I'll be right back with you guys. So we got the rest of the dirt here farmed up and placed down. It is taking quite some time for the dirt over there to turn into grass. As you can see, it's made its way a little bit. I think we've got about like 7 or 8 blocks that had turned into grass so far. Just been getting rid of them as they go, just trying to keep one dirt block as we get over to this spot. Hopefully it won't take too much longer, but once this starts spreading over here, we should have some mobs and stuff start spawning. I'll also start terraforming in this area as well once we get the farm started. But I definitely want to make sure that we get the grass here first before I start messing with anything else. So I'm going to go over there and farm up some more stuff and maybe cut these trees down and turn those into charcoal real fast while we're waiting on this grass to grow. And I'll be back with you once we got it all growing over here, and we'll see what we can do to try to make it look a little bit better too. So, alright, so fun fact, I trapped another zombie and needless to say, he ended up disappearing because I forgot to cover up the bottom here and he burned to death. But what I was gonna say though was I was wondering why I haven't gotten a spider eye yet, because obviously I've killed quite a few spiders. Look at all the string we have. and that's not even all of it. So I was like, okay, well, what's going on? Why are we not getting spider eyes? Well, I looked it up. I actually did not know this, but it turns out you cannot actually get spider eyes by using a mob farm. They actually have to be killed by you in order for them to drop. So what I went ahead and did was I set up a little area over here that will be able to have some mob spawn on there. Hopefully I'll be able to get a spider killed. If not, if I'm not able to get a spider eye, that's okay. We'll just hopefully get one along the way. But really sucks though, because that was like the 5th time I've got a zombie out of there for to try to cure it into a regular villager, and each time it's kind of just backfired on me. So what I'm probably gonna do is just avoid getting any more out of here unless we already have the fermented spider eye and all the stuff ready to be able to get it turned over to a regular villager. So if I see one pop out of there, I'm probably just going to kill it unless we've already got the items that we need, and then I'll go ahead and worry about it then. But I'm just going to let you guys know that in case you see one and you're wondering why I kill it or something like that along the way. Just so you know, I've tried several times, and until we got the items ready, there's really no point in keep doing that over and over again, because each time that I do that, I have a really good chance of just screwing myself up and dying. So yeah, we'll let this grass continue spreading the rest of the way. I'll show you where we're at so far. It hasn't actually went very far, considering I've been playing for about 2 or 3 hours. Alright, so as you can see here, spreading like 1 block at a time. I've been breaking the blocks as we go, just keeping 1 grass block. It's made it all the way from over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, like 13 blocks in a matter of like an hour and a half, 2 hours. So I mean, it's getting there. Hopefully by tomorrow we'll have this all set up and ready to go. So yeah, what I'm gonna go ahead and do right here though is I am go ahead and farm up, try to see if I can get this spider eye. Then while we're waiting on the rest of this dirt to grow, I'm not sure if I will finish letting everything grow this episode, or if I might wait until the next episode, and then that way I could just go ahead and continue doing what I was wanting to do with this, as well as set up another area, so that way we'll have like a little home base set up, maybe for like storage and stuff like that, or you know, that way we have room for an enchanting table and stuff like that at some point once we get there. But yeah, this is what we've gotten so far. Like I said, this right over here is just so that way mobs will spawn on there at nighttime. That's just temporary. We'll go ahead and remove that when we don't need it anymore. But pretty much I'm just trying to do as much as I can to kill time while we're waiting on this dirt to grow in the grass. So yeah, just bear with me a few moments here, and it'll pretty much be instant for you, of course, but yeah, it'll probably be several hours before I actually get everything done as far as the grass growing and stuff like that. So I'll be back with you guys here in a little bit, and we'll see what progress we've made. Just wanted to give you a little update. So like I said, I wanted to get this set up to try to see if I could farm some spider eyes, since we're only able to get the spider eyes by killing them ourselves. We can't actually get them in our farm. We only get the string that they drop. So with that being said, this last night that passed, I was able to get 1 spider eye, which I actually put away. I'll show you real quick. But yeah, so there wasn't very many that was spawning over there, so I was able to only get 1 eye so far, which is fine. Pretty much all we need at this point to be able to turn a zombie into a villager, or a zombie villager into a regular villager, is to get the rest of the gold ingots that we need. We've also farmed up 12 iron ingots so far from the farm over here, while we were getting the rest of our dirt and stuff like that. So pretty much what I'm gonna try to do is, while we're waiting on this grass to farm all the way over to that side there, I am going to keep an eye on this over the next few nights here, see if we can stockpile at least like 4 or 5 spider eyes. That way we'll have those whenever we're ready to turn the villagers into or the zombie villagers into normal villagers. So yeah, I will be back with you guys here in a little bit. I'm pretty much not building anything. I'm just farming up while we're waiting on this stuff right now. I do want to show you guys what I got planned over here as soon as we're finished, which I'll probably end up building that while I have you guys on the video too, so that way you'll be able to see what I'm doing. Um, Also, I haven't been able to add much video in with as far as building goes, because pretty much everything we've been doing has been pretty basic, and other than the mob farm, which I tried to add as much as I could. But yeah, everything has pretty much been self-explanatory other than that. So I do want to try to start doing some bigger projects here over the next few days. Like I said, we're going to start off with this, get this looking really nice, so that way we can have some passive mob spawning. Then we've also got our farm here, which I've been farming periodically to try to get up some food here, so that way we're not just eating rotten flesh, which right now I'm still eating it because I want to make sure that we stockpile. We've got like 2 stacks of each right now. The only thing we don't have 2 stacks of is obviously the bread, since that takes a little bit more. But yeah, this is pretty much what we've got going so far. I'm going to go ahead and cut it right now and go back to farming, and then I'll come back to you guys once I have something relevant. Okay, so while I was getting the spider eyes from these guys, I was happened to have 2 zombie villagers spawn. I couldn't just let them go to waste, so I decided to trap them. Got one in there. This is kind of a mess. Got crap everywhere. Alright, so there's one in there. Then I also have a chicken that I got off of a baby zombie that was riding it. And then I also have another zombie villager in here, which I'm not going to show you right now because it's daytime and I don't want to kill it. But yeah, I got that so far. In order to make the fermented spider eye, to make the potion of weakness, to be able to get the zombies cured, I will need a brown mushroom, which I do not have. I believe that back there is a mushroom biome. I'm going to try to bridge over there real fast and see if we're able to get any mushrooms from that spot. If not, we might just have to put the zombies on hold until we're able to actually get to getting the right materials for that. So I'm going to see if I can bridge over there, see exactly what's going on with that spot. I may just go ahead and take you guys along for the ride. But yeah, just give me a few more moments. Let me get all this stuff set up, but then I'll go ahead and start bridging over. Okay, so I think we're just going to make a temporary bridge out this way around this. I don't really want to mess with anything over here right now. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and start bridging off. Always make sure that if you're bridging over the abyss like this, that you are always holding down your crouch button. So yeah, make sure you're definitely doing that, because if not, you will fall and lose everything. Brought plenty of slabs, so we shouldn't have any issues getting all the way over there. But we will see about how long it takes us. Hopefully there's some brown mushrooms over there, and also hopefully our zombies do not despawn by the time we get out of render distance. Looks like it's gonna be nighttime by the time we're getting over there. Not a big deal though. Did not bring any torches with me, so there will be mobs to respawn on this island as soon as we're like getting closer to it, if it's already nighttime. If not, we should be okay. We'll just hang out there until it's daytime, then we'll go ahead and start trying to move at that point. That way nothing's spawning behind us. We don't want to die. Hopefully we can make it there in time. If I turn around or if I start hearing any monsters, I'm gonna definitely just chill out in the abyss until it's daytime, which if that's the case, I'll cut ahead so that way you guys don't have to sit here and watch. But so far so good. It looks like there isn't nothing spawning yet. So alrighty. Looks like we do have some. I'm gonna go ahead and make a little platform around it just so that way we don't lose any. These are pretty important to us right now. At least the brown ones are. But we're definitely going to want to make sure that we make some type of farm for these, because this is not going to be enough. We might be able to have enough to make our potions of weakness, but we definitely want to make sure we farm some afterwards, because we don't want to run out of these. So it looks like we got about 6 of each. It's not bad. I hope I didn't lose any. Yeah, I didn't. Alright, cool. So, with these mushrooms, we'll be able to farm up some. I'm trying to think. Because I don't know. I don't believe I can just use regular grass to grow these off of, and I'm kind of curious if I'm going to have to set up the mushroom farm over here or not. I'm going to try to take a piece of this just to kind of test it out. It's just regular dirt. So yeah, it is going to have to be over in this spot when I make the farm. So I'm going to end up having to probably bring some dirt over here, expand this area out, which is fine because we're gonna have to do that to get the mushrooms to spawn anyways. So I'll go ahead and go over there and get everything set up to start expanding this out a little bit, and to see if there's anything that we can do to try to get these mushrooms going real quick. Maybe I'll bring some bone meal over here or something. But I'll be right back with you guys. It'll be instant for you, and then we'll see where we're at as far as trying to get these mushrooms grown. And if we are able to make those potions right now without growing any additional, without running out, I will just go ahead and craft up 2 of those to be able to get those zombie villagers. But yeah, that's pretty much a maybe, because I can't exactly remember or not if you're able to grow those on regular grass or not, so we'll find out. Well, I at least see this zombie, so I know he's there. Looks like our chicken may have gotten loose, or it despawned, which if it despawns, that kind of sucks. I wanted to get some eggs from it, but it won't be that big of a deal once we get some dirt over to that area there. But yeah, let's see if he's still in here. Oh yeah, he's still there. Perfect. So let's go ahead and get these fermented eyes going, and I also am going to need 2 golden apples, which I do not have enough gold for right now, so I am going to have to make a trip to the nether, so hopefully those don't despawn when I go over there. But yeah, let me go ahead and get this stuff done, and I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, so I figured out that you can actually grow mushrooms on regular dirt. All that needs to be done is it needs to be in absolute darkness. So I've made this little tunnel here. As you can see, there's just these little spots behind it, and then I am able to place a block here, and then I'm able to put the mushroom back there because it's got sufficient darkness. Then once I do that, I can get rid of the top here. I could still see it down there. I could just bone meal it, and then bam, got me a giant mushroom. Now if I wanted to, I could just get rid of all this dirt and just leave this mushroom here. There we go. And we have a giant mushroom. Now we'd have enough mushrooms to be able to go ahead and make the fermented spider eyes. So let me grab this out of here. We are going to need some sugar, which I have somewhere. I can't remember where I put it. Oh, here's 2. We'll see if that's enough. Go ahead and craft these up, and I'll be right back with you guys. Keep in mind, if you ever do try to get the gold blocks on your own game, that you will need at least an iron pickaxe or better. Hopefully the zombies will still be here when we get back. If not, that would kind of be bad, but it's okay, because I mean, we've had to do it like 4 or 5 times already, so it won't be that big of a deal. Let me just go ahead and grab these real quick, and I'll be right back. Hopefully the zombies are still here. Okay, so here are the gold blocks. Let's go ahead and get those real quick. Looks like we might need to build up there to grab them real quick. Or did they fall through? Yeah, okay. So, don't have the blocks. Let's just go ahead and grab a couple of these. Alright, we got the 2 gold blocks, and then we'll go ahead and get rid of these, put them back. Put that there for now. Alrighty, we'll go ahead and go back, and we'll get these made into the potions and the apples. Hopefully the zombies are still there. Moment of truth. I'm seeing one of them, I believe. Hopefully. Yeah, it definitely looks like one of them's in there. And I'm hearing him also. Cool. Looks like we still have everything we need. So, to make the potion of weakness, which is what we're going to need to be able to get him turned into a regular thing, we're going to need to use a brewing stand. We're going to need to use bottles of water, blaze powder, then put fermenting eye in there. I believe it'll just change one of them, but I want to see if it does all 3. Oh, does do all 3. Awesome. So it looks like we'll have about 9 that we can make all together. But in order to turn these into the splash potions, we need to put some gunpowder up here. And while we wait for that to finish, I'll go ahead and turn those into gold bars. Alright, so now all of these are turned into splash potions of weakness. So what that means is that instead of just being able to drink it like a regular potion, we'll be able to actually throw these at the zombies to be able to get those to turn into the normal villagers. Sorry. So, alright, so we need 2 apples. Then we'll need 2 golden apples. So these are pretty much what we need to cure both of the zombies. Before we do that though, I want to go ahead and put this stuff back away. Everything that we're not going to be using. so I think we'll start off with this guy here. Alright, so we want to throw the potion. And then we want to throw the apple out. Did he pick it up? Or was I supposed to do? There we go. Alright, so he will take a couple minutes and then he will turn into a regular villager. But meanwhile, let's see if I can grab that extra apple. And of course not. Let's see how sketchy this is gonna be. Awesome. That wasn't so bad. Then we'll go ahead and turn this one also. I had to use gravel on this one just because it was in a bad spot. But we'll go ahead and hit him with that. We'll turn him. And now it's just a waiting game. Then once these are turned into regular villagers, I'll be able to, well, for now I'll just keep them in the spots that they're in. But I'll be able to use those for trades and stuff like that to get those set up. But once we have a place where they'll actually be able to sleep with beds and stuff like that set up, they'll just make themselves at home. And as long as we keep them fed, they'll just be able to mate and multiply, which we'll be able to set up a trade for pretty much every one of the things that we need. So yeah, from here on out, it's gonna start to get a lot easier as far as getting resources and stuff like that. So we'll be able to like focus more on building and stuff as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and skip ahead until we got both of these guys changed over to regular zombies or regular villagers. Then I'll see how long it's gonna take us to get the rest of the dirt on here. I may just go ahead and end it on this episode once these are turned into regular villagers. We'll see what we're at as far as time goes. But yeah, just bear with me a few more moments. I'll be right back with you guys. Alright guys, so it looks like we have one villager that was turned normal here. Hopefully he is not a dud. There is a small chance that you can actually, which it doesn't look like he is, there is actually a small chance that you can get one that is unable to learn any skills whatsoever. And as you can see, they both dropped their items that they had. He was holding a bone and he had on a helmet as well as was holding on to some gravel. So yeah, they're both normal. It looks like they are able to do normal crafts and stuff like that as well. Let me just test it real quick. I could just take this. Then put this here. And now he is selling us. Oh, that ain't bad. We'll probably end up changing that out. I was just gonna show you that he can be turned into something, and now we'll move it over here just to show you that the other one can as well. And I'm debating on if I should jump down there or not. Okay. Gotta be quick. Alright, perfect. So he's turned normal, then I'll show you that this guy can be turned into one too. believe he has to have it right in front of him. So I'll do this quick. And yep, he's also turned. Same trades pretty much on both of them. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to that. So we'll be able to take good care of them and get them a house and stuff set up and put some beds in there. Then eventually we'll have a bunch more babies and stuff that we'll be able to turn into regular workers for us once they get a little bit older. But yeah, I think that's where we're going to go ahead and end off today's episode. We didn't get the grass to grow very much further. It grew like in a couple additional blocks. We still have a little ways to go until we reach that spot. I probably will leave my game on for a few hours just so that way it finishes. That way it's ready for tomorrow's episode and we can just go ahead and start getting right into it. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far into the episode, go ahead and leave the number 7, which it's about 7 a.m. for me right now, so that's why that's relevant. But yeah, catch you guys tomorrow on the next one.